Good afternoon, everybody. I am delighted to be here, and I hope that all of you are having a good time here as well, learning all about what's happening in the world of librarianship. What I'd like to do is give you a little bit of background about our university. We have 7,500 students in our university, and of the international students, we have 54% from India. So we have a wonderful Indian presence on our campus. The main impetus of this particular program was to convey to our patrons, especially our faculty and through them to the students, that this is not what a library is all about, a shelf of books. And this photograph is from our library. But that we are people, we are services, that they're going to find everything they could possibly want for their research in the library. All they had to do was contact us. The liaison duties were being conducted mainly by the reference librarians only because of the nature of their work. Technical services librarians are hidden away in the back rooms, and they felt that it wasn't necessary for them to do this. However, we affirmed that this was an important duty and should be everyone's responsibility, not just the reference librarians. Now, we've been talking a great deal about information literacy the last 2 days, and we asked our faculty to send us their syllabi so that we know what the students want. When they come into the library, we are able to help them efficiently. But of course, this meets with mixed results only because faculty, like all of us, are inundated with email. And some of these just get deleted, I suppose. This has been one of our most successful initiatives because we market this relentlessly. And ever since we officially started this program, there's been a sharp increase in the classes as well as reference consultations. Now, by auditing courses, what I mean is I was one of the librarians who attended a course, and this one was on international business management. So what I did not do was take the exam or write the papers. All I did was attend the lectures so that the students had a face to associate with the library. And the other reason was the faculty were gratified that a librarian was actually going into the classroom to find out what was happening in their classroom. So this was also a successful initiative, but it does require a lot of time. We are very proud of our document delivery services. Our articles are delivered within 24 to 48 hours to the faculty, and books, because we are authorized to use a credit card, we order them online, and as soon as they're delivered, we rush them through cataloging and have it for the professor within a week or maybe 2 at the most. Now we have developed a subject resource page for each and every degree program that we have on campus. And here's an example of my page. I'm the business librarian. So as you can see, we have information on how to find articles from the various subscription databases, how to find company and industry information, and this includes not just the subscription databases, but websites as well, including Google. We can't live without Google these days. How to find all these statistics and market research reports, etc. We also have a one-stop shop for the faculty, and on this, we have a lot of information about who their liaisons are, how to contact us. Since copyright and plagiarism has become such a big issue worldwide, we have information here on how they can control the problem. We update our featured list of new material that we add to our catalog once a month, and we notify the faculty about books that might be of interest to them. And as you can see, because we have a shared catalog, from line number 6 is our UHCL featured list. Now, this was another one of our very successful activities. One of our faculty members has started teaching a class on Indian cinema as literature. So we got all these Hindi films for her. And she is going to continue teaching this with an emphasis on women's studies and expand it in other ways. So we are continuing to get more films for her. And one of my missions on this trip is to find those films for this professor. Now, about attending department meetings, even though we hint and hint and hint to the faculty to invite us to their department meetings, this doesn't always happen. So the only way we find out what's happening within these departments or with the faculty is by listening to campus gossip or if they reveal it to us themselves. We have online courses, and even though we do have a link to the library from their WebCT courses, we decided that actually having a librarian be part of the discussion board would be quite useful. And there was quite a lot of excitement about this. But again, this was something that required a lot of time. So the time constraints were something that we had to work with. And this is a photograph of the librarian who undertook this initiative, the one on the left. Now, we have faculty members who partner with the Johnson Space Center. So the logical step was to somehow have more of a presence for NASA members to come to our library. And after much negotiation, the print resources from the Johnson Space Center were transferred to our library. And this proved to be a win-win situation for them as well as for us, because we were right there. They didn't have a very long drive to come to check any material they needed, but also they could always request the material online and we would courier it to them. And the advantage for us, of course, was we got extra funding, and also we got all this material which was useful for our space science program. As a result, you can see that we have an increase in everything that we wanted to do, but not all of our overtures met with success. So we continue to try and get more and more activities going. And this is something that I strongly believe that we need to be patient, we need to be consistent, we need to follow up and somehow convince our faculty and also the students through them that we are not just a warehouse of books. And since we've been talking about the return on investment at this conference and the value of our services, we need to adopt this mantra almost, I want to say, to Liaison or Liaise. Thank you very much for your attention.